What's up, everybody?
Oh, we forgot to do our little...
Great to be back. You know what? We need the robot. Let's bring the robot in. I like that robot. See, it just wouldn't be the same show without the robot.
We need the robot. Exactly. Exactly.
You know, and we're paying him anyway, so he might as well be here.
Right? Yeah.
Good to see all of you. Thank you for tuning into the R&D show. The Voices Against Cancer's connection to the community. We're just so glad to be able to be spending time with all of you. We have a great show tonight. It's kind of fun, right?
It is.
I mean, it's been a while since we've been here. Should we talk about what we are today?
Well, I'm Ernie. I mean, Rob.
And I'm Virtual Bert.
Yeah, literally, virtually, little psychedelic there.
I'm only what, like 3/6 Bert. But
you still, Bert. Yeah, exactly. It's, you know, it's all good.
I'm so glad.
It's all good in the hood.
So we have been busy. You guys haven't seen us in a while. We've been busy, but oddly enough, it's not been busy. You know, we're not just like running out, going around town or jumping from borough to borough.
Well, we're doing some of that too, but
a lot of this has been doing stuff in the background.
Yeah.
Getting involved with stuff that Voices Against Cancer has going on, and I sure love being a part of these little fun things. So we'll have a sneak peek about some of that tonight. You guys will get to see some of that and make that connection. We also have in the house with us already, show director for the 605 Pop Culture Con, Josh Brame. And he is gonna lay some cool stuff on us. We have this really neat thing where he can actually, he's gonna show us some auction items.
Yep.
Unless he was just teasing that and it's not actually going to do it. But auction items, and he's going to probably be here to answer some questions. And then we're going to have one of my favorite activities, because it's I know it's fun for him, is we're going to play Rob versus the comments tonight. So if you're watching, maybe grab a Voices Against Cancer poster or pull up the website so you can actually play along here, because some of this stuff is going to be, I mean, you'll be able to have, it's like an answer key if you have one of our posters, but if you get on the website, you'll be able to make some pretty good deductions here. So we have like 7 or so questions for that.
Oh,
so
boy.
All I'm saying is it's going to be great, but I tell you what, why don't we keep the show moving along? Well, we can talk about, we do have some stuff. Okay. So
we do have some, yeah.
Recently, last weekend we just had a Voices Against Cancer event. I was there as me, as PT Dan.
Dan, yes.
And then you were there as an adjunct, as a member of Voices. And what I loved about it was at the Butterfly House in Sioux Falls,
and aquarium,
which has an aquarium in it too. And so a bunch of the families that are familiar with Voices and that we kind of, they're a part of our community.
Yep.
They showed up and in droves. And my goodness, we didn't sit down for.
It was 4 hours.
It was
4 hours
10 to 2
long. We
ran.
Almost 60 people attend.
Yeah.
And it was just another example of what we do and
yep.
bringing the community together and making it as large of a community and kind of just showing everybody what it's about and what more. Or what better way than to butterflies and the Brame, yeah. And plus it was a rainy day.
Butterflies are all about transformation, and everything that this community is doing to transform this area is pretty cool. I love to see people getting education and getting familiar with what happens with kids fighting cancer. Yep. Becca Howard was there.
Yep, Mrs.
South Dakota International, our very own Becca Howard, who does the shavings coming up next month. She's on the road and doing a ton of traveling around, and she's repping Voices Against Cancer. And one of the things I love about it is that
that's me, sorry.
Rob is watching the show and he's on the show.
I'm making sure we can hear and have volume and all that stuff.
So truthfully, I love Becca because she's an advocate. She's an advocate. She knows about what families go through whenever they're facing cancer, because she was there with her daughter. And then she's turned that into this cool thing where she's available, making herself available for families with their questions, and then building those comfort care kits.
Comfort care sacks for newly diagnosed families.
Which has all kinds of goodies in it.
Yep.
And it's something that we have talked a little bit about at the with the symposium, which was in spring.
Yep.
What was that, March?
That was March
March
with
or
Dr.
April,
Lister.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. Elena Lister, who is a child and adult psychiatrist, but she's also a parent of a daughter who passed away from cancer. And Dr. Lister has kind of poured herself into this training of educators and
Yep.
training of communities and that sort of thing to understand what goes on in the developing mind and into a child's mind to understand how cancer works and what changes it brings to the body and to their social sphere and to their development. So
Yep.
Gotta love Dr. Lister. Gotta love Becca Howard. We've had like a busy
We've had
3.5 months.
Very, very, very busy spring. And then you throw in all of the celebrity videos that they've just
we have people
donated time and effort to all of that. They've done that.
I don't want to throw their names out necessarily.
No. Yeah. But
these people are wonderful, and I wish that I could just tell you what their names are because they really deserve some recognition for these sweet videos. But because of Voices Against Cancer and the difference that people like Josh and Dr. Lou and folks like that are making through this charity, we've been able to deliver some really neat moments of where connecting a kid with a celebrity. I told one of the celebrities that it's kind of like having your hero jump off the screen and into your world. And what a great way to remind someone that they're not alone.
Yep.
So
support them and kind of escape reality. And so all of that's been fun. And then you throw in the financial assistance that we're able to help. We've reached not only the local in the Sioux Falls, Sioux Empire area, we've got all of South Dakota. We've helped folks from North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, and Wisconsin. I know firsthand that, I mean, it is not easy asking for assistance and having to, kind of be humble. But fortunate, everyone here at Voice Against Cancer, we're able to help the families, if even just a little bit. But we wouldn't be able to do any of that if it wasn't for this amazing success of the upcoming event. And
the guy who is directing it.
Who's coming up right now.
Who has donated a great deal of time to securing the people that you're going to meet when you come to this convention. And I really hope you do, because that's how this community works. We're able to support each other.
Yeah.
But without further ado, let's play his fancy schmancy intro video. Ready?
All done by you.
And he's here in the house. Josh Brame. Oh, yeah, you did turn the lights on. Very nice. I like that.
Yeah.
That can be on the whole time.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, guys, that music got me pumped. And look at that. I will do that all day. You guys got me going. I'm very excited to be here with PT Dan and Rob. So thank you guys for having me on. You guys do so much for the community and for the children and everything. So I am very appreciative of what you guys do for everybody. So thank you guys so much. And thanks for having me on.
You are welcome.
Absolutely. Well, it's great to see you.
Let's,
great to have you here.
First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. Kind of give us a little short introduction.
Okay.
Who is Josh?
I'm cranky until I have my first cup of coffee. I travel the country. I go to all kinds of shows. I work with different celebrities, and I'm part of Voices Against Cancer. This has really grown. This is the third year we've done it. And each year doing it helps me grow as a person. And you get to see the impact, what you have on these kids. So, it's not like all the other shows I do. And honestly, this is a big part of my life and has been a big part of my life now. So, it's a big part of me. So that's a little bit about me. I love sports. I love Star Wars more, probably. It's a tough one. And I love Ernie more than I do Bert. So.
Oh, well, I mean, to be honest, Ernie's the fun one. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
yeah.
Ernie's more of your personality too.
Yeah, I feel
that's, and you don't collect paper clips or have pigeons as pets. So
we weren't going to talk about that on air. But I think what I love, that's funny. Well, Josh, I love your heart in this show. Must be different than the ones you've done, the other ones that you work with. And I have to assume it's because of the people that show up to it. You got not only the community who supports the kids that are going through cancer treatment, but you also have all those kids there too, and that has got to be a bit of a different jaunt than or genre than the other conventions that are out there, and certainly nothing like anything else we have in this area.
Well, for sure, generally when you're at shows, you're kind of herded like cattle through there. It's like, oh, hi, nice to meet you, sign and go. Hi, nice to meet you. I love your shirt, sign and go. Really what all of us have built here and what we're building and continuing to build is, interactions, intimate interactions with guests. While we're here to raise money and donate it back to the families in the region and to help them with the assistance fund, you guys know that better than anybody. We're here to bring these people in and to show that they do care as well. They're here to give, their time. And it's just so different than everything else. And, they know it's different, and it means so much more. People are more relaxed, nobody's on edge, and you just have better interactions, which, that's our goal. We want everybody to feel like family here. It's the Midwest, right? I mean, that's what we want.
Right.
It's where we excel.
Exactly.
That and being excited about rain.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I swam down the street to get here tonight.
I just took the canoe.
Yeah, I did.
I thought Rob was sweating. That's not sweating.
It's soaking wet. He's soaking wet. So, I think specifically, if I could call out one of the best things the best moments I had this past year, and you really helped bring it about. And I think that's one of the things that I love about you is that you kind of facilitated this thing. Yes, it's a different kind of convention, and we have these wonderful celebrities who are super, just real nice people. You keep bringing people that are just the nicest folks, and you would never expect it because sometimes they play just the worst kind of people on TV. But
they're here for a reason, and they know it.
They come in and they really have this idea that that day is going to be different. And you brought about this wonderful moment with Katie Sackhoff whenever one of my patients decided in the moment that she was going to, she said shave her head, and her mom talked her down to ponytail, like to get it cut, but to donate ponytails for a wig for another patient, a friend of hers that was going through cancer treatment. And in the midst of all that, you sent out a text about something about hooking that person up with Katie Sackhoff, and we made this wonderful moment happen, and it materialized in the midst of I don't know how many thousands of people were at the convention that day, but bringing that all to bear and then giving that kid that recognition that, hey, this was a really neat thing for not just you, like everybody thinks what you did was amazing. Like that still is a frequent memory. In fact, I got a picture recently of that girl still wearing the helmet that she got from Katie.
Well, that's, besides the fundraising, this is the Super Bowl event. This is what we, when we're expanding and looking to do more, Rob's always looking, and I know you are too, Dan, of including and doing different things like you guys did with the Butterfly House. This is our Super Bowl event, and I was a wonderful thing. Katie generally does give away a helmet, or she has in the past at the show. And, she had, it was kind of a last minute thing. They brought it up, and, I was just really happy we could get it done because, I've never seen a little girl smile that big in my life. That was a good moment.
It's funny because we're creating, like in the midst of this, creating little Star Wars fans where they maybe didn't exist before.
Excellent.
Yes, I remember Ian
Everything
McDermott
is proceeding as I foresee.
Yes, Ian McDermott said something like that last year. He was like, I don't think that fellow was a Star Wars fan, but he is now. Which is great because, I came up, the first thing I said to him was, hi, I've been afraid of you since I was 5. And he was like, I love hearing that. So,
he really does. It's true.
Yeah.
He really does. That's it.
It's good stuff. Well, I love that you're involved with it. What do we have to look forward to? I mean, I know we want to talk auction items, and I think you previewed some for us before we were on air.
Yeah.
But what do we have to look forward to this year? And what are you excited about?
So this year, we're really excited that we have Rosario Dawson coming. You can't talk about all the things she's been in. I mean, from Daredevil to Ahsoka. She is Ahsoka, besides Ashley Eckstein. So she's Ahsoka live action. You've got Anthony Starr, Homelander, who just plays he's just the best villain. I mean, he personifies that. And, I like to look at things whenever I'm looking at guests and stuff, like villains doing good. Right.
Yes.
So like that's what we have. So, there's Lawrence Taylor will be here. I don't know if anybody as big as him football wise has ever been in the area, and so and then we have Lars Mikkelsen, right?
Yes.
With Grand Admiral Thrawn, his second appearance ever anywhere. So, we have a great time. I could talk all night about Paige O'Hara. She's so excited to see the kids. We've
Our
got
first Disney princess here.
Oh, we can't.
I mean, that's
absolutely. Paige is the sweetest person. She will spend so much time. Our social media gal today sent me a message and said, hey, somebody wanted to know if they could meet, their daughter can meet Paige. And I text back and I said, Paige wants nothing more than to meet 3-year-old girls that love now. It's her favorite thing. So absolutely, that's what we want. Some guests, their lines are fuller and stuff, and I assume Paige will be full, but Paige just has such a huge heart and is really into this. And so I'm really excited about the overall list of our guests. We have Shazam star, Grace Curry.
Yep.
I could go on and on and on. I can go on 24 times if I had, but we don't have that time. Rob has to get to bed sometime.
Yes.
I do.
He's waning.
That's right.
What do whenever I'm curious, and this is not something that's on the script, but whenever you are when you're talking about to managers and people like that about this type of convention, this big, our Voices Against Cancer's Super Bowl event.
Yeah.
How exactly do you tell them about what they're going to be doing, and how do you describe what this environment is like?
So the good thing that I can start with is the guests that we've had come in the past talk about our event afterwards. So, word spreads like wildfire. And so, I know a lot of agents and agencies and talent and stuff. And so a lot of times I have them even come to me and want to talk to me about it. Hey, I'd love to get these people in next year, and we look at everybody and see who we think would be a good fit. And, I'm just really blessed that whenever I'm able to talk to them, it's not a selling point.
Sure.
I'm not selling them on coming to this charity event because they've heard about it. So, it's really good. The people that we have in place, the things that you guys do with the kids, and then, the whole team of everybody and how we take care of everybody, it's just really top notch. And it's a complete package. We have a complete package, and it doesn't have to be sold. So, it's real easy for me, honestly. Most people, it would be hard, but we've been very fortunate and very lucky.
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, I love that word does spread about something good. It's nice to hear good news traveling fast.
Something I've seen this year a lot of is, first timers and never been to one of these, but I'm such a fan of Harry Potter, Marvel, DC, the whole, gamut. So I'm a first time attendee. I'm a newbie. What should I expect? I mean, I know that's a whole loaded question, but
Can we answer that one for those first timers right here?
Absolutely. So we sell all of our tickets online via Tixer. Our guests to expect, they don't take any cash at the table. So there's no cash taken at guest tables, which is a little bit different than most shows. A lot of headliners actually now don't take cash at their tables anyway. So it's a little bit normalized. You would want to buy your tickets beforehand. Things that I would recommend to first timers, besides buying tickets beforehand, obviously, would be to wear comfortable shoes, right? You've never been, right? Take your time. You want to be able to see everything. Don't get in a rush, unless you have a certain signing session you're in, you got to be there. But, don't rush. Take your time. Look at everything,
'Cause it's 2 days. So you can always come back. And so,
absolutely.
Worry about getting it all done in one day like last year.
Right. And when the panel schedule comes out, that'll come out about a week beforehand, about maybe 10 days. Look to see which schedules you want to be a part of. Plan your time around stuff like events that you want to do and see. So I would recommend, really looking at the schedule, making sure you're getting the autographs you want, wear comfortable shoes, you bring friends. Look, I can tell you that, I go to shows by myself all the time, right? I'm working and stuff, and like, it's great. I see people, I love people, and I only see them on the weekends.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But bring your friends. And I say that because it's such a more intimate experience you guys share together, and it's lasting memories.
Yeah.
The photo ops. Playing around that.
Mhm.
Pose does our photo ops.
Mhm.
And you buy everything through Pose photo op wise. I want to make sure everybody's just kind of clear on that. That may be asked. You want to go to Pose, and then on their event page, find that. Bring your friends. You can have up to 3 people in each of your photo ops.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
So, bring your friends, create memories together,
So Pose, that's like POSE.com.
Well, yeah, you'll go to Pose, be Pose photo ops.
Okay.
And it'll pop up, and then you'll click on events. It'll bring you down. And like, I think this weekend is like Ranger Pop and Stop in Georgia. There's like an office reunion in Florida, which Rob would be. We could bring Rob, and he would just fit in. We wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rob sat behind Toby.
And then,
at least I'm not Toby.
Yeah. Toby's the worst.
Well,
but
so you just go down and look at that, and then that's how you purchase your photo ops. And so they'll take care of all that. We'll post the schedule as well. So make sure that you're looking at all the schedules and stuff about 7 to 10 days before. Bring your friends, wear comfortable shoes. Don't, if it's the first time, I'm just telling you, do not wear high heels.
Ooh.
You're going to be there for 8 hours,
Yeah.
and your feet are going to scream, and you're going to scream.
Yeah.
No high heels, Dan. Just leave them home. Leave them home.
I have. I've been working on a little pair of rhinestones. Yeah.
So with those photo ops, I mean, that's like, again, I'm a first timer and all that stuff, and I go to the website, and I'm a huge Lawrence Taylor fan, so I want to make sure. And so if he's right away in the morning, I only have that amount of time, so I have to make sure I'm there and know what I'm doing. Right? It's not just a casual whenever.
Happen upon the celebrity. Or
right.
So for sure. So Lawrence is there for about 3.5 hours. That's all we got. That's what we have him for. And so
still huge.
It's a huge deal.
I don't know if there's ever been a Hall of Famer in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I mean,
no Vikings. I didn't say that.
Right up there. I mean, like, this is a guy who's was inducted into the Hall of Fame first
immediately. First ballot.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh, and I'm cutting here. I'm looking at the comments, and Eric Gunther put the link for the Pose tickets. So if anybody that's watching does have questions, because we got 30 people watching right now. So if you do have any questions or wondering what the link is, he's got it right there for the pictures and photos.
And I see too, Steve Peterson, first timer this year. Welcome, Steve. We look forward to having you. So, thanks for coming and listening to us tonight. You're going to have a great time. And if not, it's Rob's fault. So,
Also, you can see all of us in person, and I'm sure that we're way more attractive.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So, I mean, it's going to be a fun event, and it's a 2-day event this year. And we have all of these options for things for, I love the booths. I'm a booth guy. Like, I just like to go visit the artists and go see what people like, people brought in stuff from wherever they're from, and they're selling usually. And then we have our auction items.
Oh yeah. Huge. The silent auction.
First, before we move on, I want to say that I consider it a personal favor that you have invited George Takei, Mr. Captain Hikaru Sulu from the original series of Star Trek. I feel like that was just for me. And I don't know if it was, but it might have been. But if it wasn't for me, it was probably for the only other Trekkie. Joyce might be like top above me as
above you.
Trekkies and the voices.
Rob called me at midnight. Rob called me at midnight and said, "Hey, Dan's got to get George in.
It's just
can we make it happen?" So I made a call, sent an email, and then I was like, "Look, PT Dan, got to have you here." And they're like, "We're in." We know that Dan. We're
See,
in.
he's still on the fence about buying the original.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if
I
don't want him to be ashamed of me, but I might faint in front of George Takei. It's truthfully like he's been my hero since I was real young, and I think it's because he chased people. He chased people in the Enterprise with a fencing sword in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
I was
the
like,
mirror
for the original series. I was hooked after that. Yeah. The episode's called Naked Time. It's fantastic.
I love it.
Little weird name, but fantastic, absolutely fantastic episode. And ever since then, I've been like, I'm a Sulu fan. So,
oh my,
yeah,
that's exactly. Right. Oh my, that's exactly right.
He is gonna. I feel bad because he's gonna probably hear that about 3,000 times.
Oh,
he loves it. George loves it. Loves it. George loves his fans, and he is just. He's very funny, just like you would think. And he's everything that, especially if you're a Star Trek fan, he is everything that you would want in that. An original cast member. Yeah. He's very personable. Yep. He's very sweet. He wants to give you his time, and, he's 88. So, we're very fortunate that George is going to be here with us. So
I love it. It's going to be one. I guarantee you guys are going to watch me form a core memory whenever I finally get to the convention and see that guy.
So you're going to dress up in the mirror, right, Dan? You're going to have the no shirt with the scratches and the sword.
And the sword.
That's right.
That's what I should do.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
You do that, and I'll dress up as Skeletor for Alan Oppenheimer.
Perfect.
I'm going to have to find a really cheap waxer. I'm gonna okay, sorry. Moving back on to whatever our script was. Can we talk about auction items?
Yeah,
I was wondering if you would show, or if you can show, of any of the stuff that we have that's going on auction,
or just different like exclusive things that are to this event.
Let's
that
talk
you can't find anywhere else.
What's the special?
So I've got 3 things I want to share with you guys. Okay. Mm-hmm. And they are all Funkos, but I'll start with this. So I saw Mads in Chicago. I don't know if you can see it. There we go.
There you go.
Yep.
Right. It's a beautiful orange. And then he quoted it on the side.
Oh.
He quoted it.
And what Stardust?
Yeah.
Yep.
Stardust, my love.
Yeah.
And he does not quote stuff at shows. So it's very fortunate, if you do a signing with him, there are things, but it's a pretty rare opportunity to get a quote. So it's going to be, and the Galen Urso pop is a hard one to get. So pretty excited about that. Mm-hmm. I think that it'll help us raise a lot of money, and the orange just really looks gorgeous on it.
Yeah, it does.
Now I'm going to go to Paul Bettany is the Vision.
Oh,
yeah,
nice,
love it. He has probably the most meaningful line in all of Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Can you name it, Rob? What is it?
Grief.
Yeah. Well, he just says that it's something about love being grief. Yeah. Grief is just love that's left over, basically, it's carrying forward.
Yep.
And persevering. So it's constantly in my head whenever I'm doing something that is going to make me cry later. I always I think about Paul Bettany, and he's just got such a great voice for that line too.
He does. He really does.
Now I've got one besides the Mads and the Paul. This one is very special to me. It was donated. Now all these were donated by their respective agencies and the talent. So we're very grateful to Paul. We're very grateful to Mads.
Yeah,
and them to do this. And then also here we have this Anakin Skywalker Walgreens exclusive. Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan.
I love it.
Oh, from Hayden himself?
Yep.
From Hayden. I'm very excited about that. That was also donated by Hayden's agency.
Oh my goodness.
They are they're very much behind what we do and everything. So that will be, that pop goes for at least $400 or more. So, it's a beautiful piece. It's quoted in orange to match the eyes.
Yeah.
It's just very excited about that. I'm going to bid on that one, Rob. So back off. Okay.
Well, I have a feeling that we'll probably be bidding on the Urso one, because that was,
that was big.
Nicole and Ian, that's their Stardust so
Yeah, and
And
I'll be
that's a fun
overlooking
part.
it, probably a fence. I'm guessing I'll be drooling over a fencing sword.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think we have a couple swords and
Yeah.
different blades and things like that. And I mean, the silent auction is even bigger. It had to go into its own room now, right?
Mhm.
It is, yes. So we will have the layout too about a week beforehand so everybody can see. But where photo ops, if you were there last year, where photo ops were held is actually
Oh.
where the silent auction is at now.
Aha.
So you will be able to go in the room. It's a good sized room and look at the items. And I hope everybody, we're working on it. We believe the auction will be up a week beforehand the show. I believe so on Sunday. Is that right, Rob?
Yep. That's our goal, is to get it up so you have a whole week so bidding can start early. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll have that. You can go in and see them. Bidding will end on Sunday about 1. So that way we make sure that you can come and pick up your items and everything. So we're going to have a lot of great things that you can't find in the area. You can buy online for sure, but you can't just come and pick up. So I get giddy looking at everything. I'm like a kid in a candy store. So it's one.
Well, and some of this stuff is going to be signed by people that have like never signed before, right? So
that's right.
What do you guys calling it? 2 Throns and a Zon?
That's right. 2 Throns and a Zon.
Has there ever been anything that has been signed by the creator, the person who's,
in all versions of
it? And
it's kind of like the rule of the internet. I don't want to say there isn't, because there probably is somewhere.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But not like, we're the first, event to have all 3 together. And so it's pretty, Mark Thompson, if you guys haven't seen his video, have you guys seen that video he did?
That needs to go viral with all of his different characters and the zing.
My kids were like stoked because he does Gengar and from Pokemon, Gengar. And they were just like, my goodness, he's Gengar. Like, so
that's right.
Well, and that's the other fun part too, is finding out, so many people are like, oh, I knew that they played this character, but then they're like, oh, no way, they did this and this and this. And so it just keeps adding. It's fun. Yeah.
Well, no, absolutely, for sure. And I think that it's amazing all 3 are there. Mm-hmm. What I like about Mark is the effort he put into that. And Mark has shared and posted and liked and done about everything you can do for us so far. And I'm very excited to meet Mark. He's just a good human being, and having him here is a big thing. And in my opinion, I think that people are going to love him, love Timothy, and I know they're going to love Lars too. So,
oh my goodness, I've seen the video of him doing, because I guess he did the audiobook. Is that correct?
Yes, he's the audiobook.
So he did the audiobooks of all these of the Thrawn Legacy stuff, and so his imitations of everybody in Star Wars are so spot on. It's incredible.
That's a lot of talent there.
Like absolutely pitch perfect, right on the money. Darth Sidious and Vader and everything. I was like, oh my goodness, this guy can do everybody. This is cool. Anyway, so such a cool thing that he's coming. I'm just excited. This is becoming a bit like a awkward family reunion or whatever. Like we get to all get to see each other again. It's going to be so much fun.
I think it was Giancarlo the first year that when he left, he said it's like leaving summer camp.
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
And it's like hearing one of, in Breaking Bad. I mean,
he's in everything.
He's just, and coming out in some more new stuff. And I even heard a rumor that Giancarlo's going to be in the Marvel universe.
The MCU.
MCU.
Yeah,
I mean, but to hear a man like that, this is like kids, I mean, it's just, it's heartwarming.
What a great thing.
And just fun. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and it's I thank you and Dr. Lou and Rob and all the people who are really and Corey, or some of these board member folks that are really guiding this organization, getting things going. And I feel like the kid in the candy store, because I'm just on the outside and I'm watching you guys do all this, and all the kids that I care about so much get to have fun at this stuff. It's fantastic to just be able to be along for this ride.
I was going to say, Dan, that we also have some like really cool exclusives.
Oh, good.
About being along for the ride.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that next weekend I'm able to get us some posts out to show kind of what's going on. But we do have some exclusive 605 Voices Against Cancer 605 Pop Culture Con convention exclusives.
Oh, cool.
So we actually have some Funkos that they've allowed us and U2s to label those with. So we've got some really cool things that we're going to show, and you can buy those at the Voices Against Cancer booth, which will be very large, and they are limited quantity, and they're really cool items. They're going to be reasonably priced, and it's something extra memorable to take home. So the sticker is a non-tamper proof sticker. It's gorgeous. We've worked on it for about 5 months.
Oh, wow.
So I'm really, really excited to get these on and see them. So that's something to look forward to upcoming as well.
Well, maybe we need to have him back on again. I don't know.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we should probably get to the games. Anybody out there who's watching want to play Rob versus the comments? This is going to be so much fun. Josh, do you want to be a part of it this time? Or what do you think?
No, I do. Yes, I do.
Absolutely. Okay, well, let's intro it up here. Here
Okay.
we go, all right, that's it. It's right. It's Rob versus the comments. The way we play this is you all watching the video, get ready, and you type in the comments. If you can beat Rob, you not only get bragging rights, I'm sure that Josh will make Rob feel terrible about whatever happens. So,
Worse than always.
Absolutely.
Official heckler of this round of Rob versus the comments. So,
no pressure, Dan. No pressure.
Well, so let's kick it off with our first question right here. And if you all, so remember, get ready to type in, but also you'll know whenever these come up. These are all questions about this year's convention and about the celebrities attending this convention. So if you have a way of pulling up the website, you're going to have a cheat sheet right there. And Rob can't even pull his up because he's on the air.
I don't have it.
All right. Ready? Here we go. First question. In 2022, 605 Pop Culture Con boasted a celebrity appearance by Colleen O'Shaughnessy, the voice of Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. This year, we will have a visit from which other actor from the franchise? And here are our options. Is it Roger Craig Smith, the voice of Sonic, Meryl Streep, the voice of Sonicette, or Seth MacFarlane, voice of Craig the Gopher?
Ooh, I love Craig the Gopher, but I think I have to go with Roger Craig Smith.
Oh, pick number 3, my lord. Pick number 3.
Let's see. Does he get it right? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Oh, he is correct. Roger Craig Smith, the voice of Sonic, will be attending the 605 Pop Culture Con.
Wow.
Oh,
we had so many fans meeting Colleen, and Colleen has done so many videos for the kids for us.
I don't know how much we're allowed to talk about it, but Colleen has been one of the best ambassadors and advocates for what we're doing.
Yep. She came on here.
Kids. Yeah, she came on. She read to kids.
Yep.
But she literally has been so kind. She's first of all, she's in everything. She's one of those people. Because I keep finding her in animes that I didn't know she was in. Like, I have a Baki fan at the castle right now.
Yeah.
And from Netflix, and she's in Baki. And she's in Glitter Force. And boy, I had no idea. But all of a sudden, one patient was like, "Oh, I love Glitter Force," and I was like, I'm going to Google that because I don't know what it is. But then I sure enough, as soon as I Googled it, Colleen's right there.
And I tell you what, her and Roger Craig Smith get along so well. They actually have some things. They both autographed some stuff for the kids.
Yep, there's
and had sent us in. So we're excited for
we
Roger.
We have some of that available too.
Yes,
yes. It's fun when we meet a Sonic fan. Okay, question number 2.
Okay.
Patricia Somerset voices which title character in the hugely popular video game franchise?
Don't screw this up, Rob.
Patricia
I'm going to
Somerset.
try not to do.
Your options are.
I was going to say, do I get options?
Mary Queen of Scots,
Ooh.
Princess Zelda of Hyrule, or Nikki Grand from Grand Theft Auto. It's a title character.
Title character. I think I've got to go with number B.
Was it B? Is it C? Let's see. Is
B.
he correct?
B.
Princess Zelda of Hyrule. Who's got that?
Oh.
Did anybody? Oh, yep. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yep.
Some other
there
folks
we go.
are chiming in here.
Yep. Tony's got it.
Yeah. So
Doug got it.
Yes.
Yep.
Princess Zelda of Hyrule is correct.
Brian got it. Yep.
Yeah. Mary Queen. Nikki Grant, great character from Grand Theft Auto series. I don't know if that's a real thing or not. Pretty sure it's not. think Dan made that up. The Voices Against Cancer 605 Pop Culture Con is taking place at the Sioux Falls Convention Center on which day or days? Your options are...
I know it's a Saturday and a Sunday.
Yeah. Your options are August 14th and 21st, Thursday, November 24th, or July 20th and 21st.
Okay, so I know it's 2 days, so that takes out B. I'm going to go with C.
Can you go with C?
Which is literally 1 month from today.
Remind me again. Was that
That
question
was
3?
Third question.
Okay. He's correct.
Woohoo!
July 20th and 21st. I wish I had applause for you, but nothing. Okay. You know what we could do is we could throw in a little background music while we're doing this.
Oh, there you go.
Should
There we go.
dance
Let's see
pop
what
in
level.
there? Yeah. I think that'll give us a...
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
kind of
It
funky.
it's going to give us something weird. But
Yeah.
hey,
Okay.
that's right. On to question number 4. Let's do this thing. Ready? Mega celebrity Rosario Dawson is attending this year's convention, and she portrays which character in 2 Star Wars TV series? Your options are, which 2 Star Wars TV series does she portray a character in? Mandalorian and Ahsoka, the Star Wars Holiday Special and Leave It to Grievous, or The Matadorian and Top Gear Pod Racing?
I'm sorry, was that Grievous?
Yes.
It's Grievous, right?
Leave It to Grievous. Yeah,
Yeah,
you've seen that.
Grievous with a B. Grievous with a B.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Grievous.
I've got to say A on that one.
Is
that
it?
one was
Okay.
a little, yeah.
That one's
Most, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, you should be able to get that one.
okay. I mean, moving right along. Let's see if
We've
we
got
that.
a lot of
Did we
A.
Did we get it?
A.
Oh,
Yep.
so it's not the Matadorian and Top Gear Pod Racing. I thought the
No.
Top Gear guys made a great show. That's too bad that she's not in it.
Yeah. That's over on Amazon
Yeah, it's
or Netflix.
I think it's ESPN 12. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Eric said he wanted B to be real.
Oh,
Though.
man, can you imagine if Leave It to Grievous was a real show? They said, "Gosh, Mom." His brother Wally. Yeah.
I was just going to
Okay.
say that, oh, yeah, the possibilities are endless on that one.
You said the internet invents things all the time. It would be fun if the internet's going to invent anything. I think Leave It to Grievous would be the one.
A what if?
Yeah. Okay. Which 605 Pop Culture Con celebrity guest was also unanimously inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame and was the first defensive player to receive the MVP award? Was it? This is Pop Culture Con attendee, right?
Yes.
Was it A. Lawrence Taylor, B. Anthony Starr, or C. Harry Belden?
Or D. Lou George.
Lou George.
Ooh,
yes.
well, yeah.
The Dr. Lou.
The Dr. Lou, yes, that's throwing a wrench in
Is
it,
it
but I'm gonna have to
perhaps
say
Dr.
Lawrence Taylor.
Is it
The
Lawrence
Lawrence Taylor.
Is it Lawrence Taylor? What do we have? Final answer?
Yeah, final
All right,
answer.
final answer, Lawrence Taylor.
Hall
And he
of
is
Fame.
right. Lawrence Taylor is the answer.
NFL. I mean, Anthony Starr is probably. I mean, he's a big guy. He could take. I mean, he's
If he had his
but,
character's powers, there would be no contest
Then it'd be no
in
contest,
football
right.
stadium.
Yeah.
It would be
but Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor. Yeah,
Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor.
yeah. I remember
The
watching.
big
Oh,
LT.
that's yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if he ever got his Porsche back from that lady in Waterboy. I don't know. That was a deep dive reference. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Question number 6. This year's convention boasts appearances from a Grand Admiral, a General, and a Captain. Can you match the actor to their character's title?
Oh, this is getting deep now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Your options are Grace Caroline Curry, Anthony Starr, and Karen Fukuhara, or Ian Cardoni, Alan Oppenheimer, and Ryan Potter, or Lars Mikkelsen, Matthew Wood, and George Takei.
Ooh.
We are talking about a Grand Admiral,
Right.
That's right.
General,
Yep.
and
That's
a
right.
Captain.
And okay, can you go back to the choices?
Ooh. It's not without playing the entire video again.
That's okay, that's
we can
okay.
read it.
Grand Admiral, General, and Captain. Okay, Grand Admiral, General, and Captain. Okay,
Grand Admiral, General, Captain.
Grand Admiral, General, Captain. So Grand Admiral, there is only one Grand Admiral.
Right.
So it has to be C.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Does he get it right, ladies and gentlemen?
Woo!
He does. Idiocy. Look at this. We got
Everybody,
Sarah
see,
chimed in on that.
everybody's probably
Oh,
going,
yeah.
oh, what a,
Oh yeah.
come on, Rob.
Good stuff. Okay. The final question.
A lot of folks beat me on that one.
Are we ready for the final? Yeah.
Yes.
There was a slew of on that. Okay. Question 7, and here we go. Oh wait, do we want to pause for some shaming? Do we have time for that? We want to do that, right, Josh? You got any shaming? Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, no, I do. Do we have 20 minutes?
Yeah. Oh man. All right, here we go. Last year's convention, which was only 1 day, not 2 days like this year, was graced by a technical Disney princess, Katie Sackhoff, who plays Bo-Katan Kryze. But this year's convention will be graced by which full-fledged Disney princess? Is it Dame Judi Dench, the voice of Nutella of Avalor, Paige O'Hara, voice of Belle, and Sarah Jessica Parker, voice of the Little Barmaid?
The Little Barmaid. Wow. That one, I mean,
It's got to be the Little
anybody
Barmaid,
that
right?
anybody that knows me knows that I am Disney. Our family is all
Huge
Disney.
Sarah
so-
Jessica Parker fan. Yeah, of Disney's Little Barmaid. Yeah.
So excited for Belle to be
Oh
here.
my goodness! Let's see. Does he have it? It is Paige
Yes.
O'Hara, voice of Belle. Thank you to everyone in the comments.
So excited. For
Oh my goodness, you guys are fast on the fingers there.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of Rob.
Yep,
Thank you.
this is wonderful stuff. But I tell you what, if Leave It to Grievous, if I had to choose between Leave It to Grievous and Little Barmaid on TV, I don't know which one I would choose.
I'd have to go with Leave It to Grievous.
I mean, I'm probably going to channel surf between is my thing.
Well, that's
Probably going to do it.
Leave It to Grievous would have to be in
Yeah.
black and white.
Thank you all for
Look.
playing. Thank you. This has been another wonderful edition of And with that, the only thing I have left right now is we have some final thoughts, and then we do have a video to close us out
Kind of
tonight.
closing out, yeah.
Yep. So for all of you who come to the conventions, and all of you who are all of you who are involved with the community of folks facing childhood cancer in our region, I want to say thank you from Rob and I both, but everybody that at Voices for the way that people come and they enjoy the show, and some of them are just the best folks. Convention attendees are usually really great folks anyway, and they're there to have fun. They're there to build some cool memories together. But I've seen people get their head shaved out of nowhere at the Voices Against Cancer convention because they believe in what's going on and they see the things that are happening around them. And I've seen some just wonderful folks. And I just wanted to say real quickly, thank you from all of the families of the people that I treat. I think it's so neat to see a community that helps like that. And every time you spend $1 at Voices Against Cancer's 605 Pop Culture Con, it's going towards people trying to to make a real difference at the bedside or through a video or wherever to the kids that I work with and that we encounter in this region, I guess, facing cancer treatment.
I totally agree. And just to get a little sappy or whatever you want to call it or serious, but this past year has been emotional and amazing and a roller coaster, and the number of stories that I could share with families, the tears of appreciation, knowing that we hear them, and as a community, we're here to support them. So when you are there and the lines are long and maybe the crowd at St. Baldrick's with the head shaving gets in the way a little bit and you got to walk around or whatever the case is, just remember why you're there. And without you, Josh, and without any of the 605 Pop Culture Con, we couldn't be helping these families. We couldn't do the comfort care sacks. We couldn't give the direct financial assistance to help with mortgages and gas cards and meal cards to help them pay for food. And it's increasing that community. And so when you walk through that door and you put the wristband on and you get your stuff and you get the autographs, know that you are part of something bigger and you're part of this community that's there to give kids a voice, because these little kiddos are fighting a battle that no one should have to fight. And so just remember that when you're there at the convention. Yep.
Yeah, it really is. It's making a lasting impact, and we haven't even said it, but it also supports research for cures for childhood cancer through St. Baldrick's, and that's like that's probably one of my big selling points too. From my standpoint, I will shave my head as long as I have hair. I'll let my patients do it, actually.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But I will, I'm willing to do that because all of this group supports St. Baldrick's. The convention itself supports St. Baldrick's, and so that's money towards research. And then in addition to that, like directly helping, and he mentioned family assistance. Do you know that some people get separated? Families get separated by cancer treatment. One parent has to go and be at the hospital with the patient. And maybe they're far from home. Maybe the kid and the other members of the family,
3, 4, 5 hours
they're all
away,
separated from each other during that time. And so we've been able, Voices Against Cancer has worked very hard to be able to help reconnect some of those families and to help put them back together. And for those kids to be going through things with their family around is such a meaningful thing. So these little things, it may seem like nothing. It may seem like buying a random thing that you thought you would buy anyway at a convention, but you really do make an impact and a difference. So for any of you watching that needed to hear that, come to me live in the convention and I will tell you all about it, and maybe we'll cry together. As long as we're near Sulu, I'm okay crying.
Josh, anything else that you want to add or mention or say before we?
Honestly, I did have stuff I wanted to say at the end, but what you guys just said triumphs anything that I could say, and everything you just said is way more powerful than anything I have else to say. And if I say anything else, I'll ruin what the meaning and what you guys put behind it. So no, just watch for our fan updates and stuff like that. And I'm very appreciative of you guys. So no, I'm not going to ruin that because you guys are very genuine and have huge hearts, and you know what you said is spot on. So thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being with us. I think this might have been one of our most watched episodes.
I think it was.
It's the Josh factor. We'll just have to make that a thing now.
The Josh factor.
Yeah. So we'll hop out and we're gonna hop in with this. We're gonna hop in with this video, and we will say goodnight to all of you formally.
Yes.
But we look forward to seeing you all soon, and we'll have more information and updates as things get closer.
Here we go.